Despite his polished demeanor, Leslie Howard carried the weight of a complex emotional life that many of his admirers could scarcely imagine. His early years were spent in Vienna, where he developed a deep appreciation for language and culture. This duality in his upbringing influenced his acting style, allowing him to convey a sense of authenticity and depth. As a versatile performer, he effortlessly transitioned between romantic leads and more serious roles, captivating audiences with his charm and sensitivity. However, behind the scenes, a personal tragedy brewed. Howard faced the heart-wrenching loss of loved ones during the tumultuous events of World War II. These experiences shaped his views on life and love, often reflecting the profound sadness festering beneath his polished exterior. His untimely end came as a shock, leaving fans to wonder about the man behind the curtain. Howard's final days were filled with the heartache that would ultimately haunt his legacy, forever entwining his name with both happiness and sorrow. In the 1930s, Leslie Howard emerged as a prominent figure in both Hollywood and Broadway, captivating audiences with his remarkable performances. He is best known for his role as Sir Percy Blakeney in the stage and film adaptations of The Scarlet Pimpernel, where he showcased his charm and wit. This character allowed him to display a blend of heroism and humor, making a lasting impression on theatergoers and film audiences alike. Additionally, Howard gained significant acclaim for his portrayal of Ashley Wilkes in the epic film Gone with the Wind. His performance in this classic film highlighted his ability to convey deep emotion and complexity, further solidifying his status as a talented actor. Despite his impressive work, Howard faced the disappointment of not winning an Academy Award for Best Actor, despite receiving 2 nominations. His contributions to film and theater during this era remain noteworthy, reflecting his dedication to the craft and his impact on the entertainment industry. When World War II broke out, Leslie Howard dedicated himself to supporting the British war effort. His commitment came from a deep sense of duty as the conflict raged across Europe. Tragically, in 1943, while traveling as a passenger on a civilian plane, he met a fateful end when the aircraft was shot down by German fighters. This incident marked a somber chapter in the history of cinema and brought an abrupt end to the life of a talented actor. Leslie Howard was born on April 3, 1893, in London as Leslie Howard Steiner. He was the eldest of 5 children in a Jewish family. His father was a financier who hailed from Hungary, which added an extra layer of depth to Leslie's identity during a time that was fraught with tension and prejudice. During his early childhood, Leslie spent significant time in Vienna, absorbing the cultural richness of the city. However, when he was only 13 years old, his family moved back to London. This transition marked the beginning of a new chapter in his life, where Leslie would eventually carve out a successful career in acting, becoming well known for his talent on stage and screen, particularly for his role in Gone with the Wind. His life, though tragically cut short, left an enduring legacy in the film industry and among those who appreciate the contributions of artists to society. Although Leslie Howard was raised in a sheltered environment and did not have fond memories of his time at the prestigious Alleyne School in Dulwich, London, he was much more drawn to the world of the arts, particularly theater. His mother, whose brother was the silent film director Wilfred Noy, encouraged his passions and supported his interests in the performing arts. Despite the challenges he faced during his formative years, Howard's natural talent and unwavering dedication to his craft would eventually lead him to become a renowned actor, captivating audiences on both stage and screen. At the age of 14, Leslie Howard demonstrated his passion for the arts by writing his first play. With the encouragement and support of his mother, he took a significant step in his early career by establishing the Upper Norwood Dramatic Club. This club became a platform for him and others to produce their works, allowing young talents to showcase their creativity and storytelling abilities. As the world was on the brink of the First World War, Leslie's family made a notable decision to anglicize their surname to Steiner. This change reflected a desire to adapt to the changing times, and perhaps to fit in better within society. Although Leslie's legal surname remained Steiner, he chose to adopt his mother's maiden name Howard as he embarked on his acting career. This choice not only honored his family heritage, but also marked the beginning of his journey in the entertainment industry, where he would go on to become a celebrated actor known for his talent and charm. Despite his father's insistence that he pursue a steady career in a London bank, after completing his education, Leslie Howard found himself longing for something more fulfilling. The monotonous routine of banking life felt constraining and dull to him. He craved excitement and a path where he could express his creativity. Just as he was beginning to feel trapped in a world he did not belong to, the outbreak of the First World War in 1914 provided an unexpected turning point in his life. This monumental event opened the doors for him to enlist in the British Army, offering a chance to escape the confines of a desk job. Howard's service in the war not only changed his personal circumstances, but also set the stage for his eventual transition into acting. His experiences during the war shaped his character and perspective, influencing the performances he would later deliver on stage and screen. This era marked the beginning of a journey that would lead him to become one of the most memorable actors of his time. During the First World War, Leslie Howard served bravely in the Army. He was part of the intense fighting that took place during the Battle of the Somme in 1916. This battle was one of the largest and bloodiest of the war, and it had a profound impact on many soldiers. Unfortunately, after experiencing the horrors of this battle, Leslie was diagnosed with shell shock, a condition we now understand as a form of post-traumatic stress disorder. This diagnosis forced him to leave the Army, which was a difficult decision for any soldier at that time. After his service, Leslie faced a crucial choice about his future. He was determined not to return to a career in banking, which he had previously pursued. Instead, he decided to follow his passion for acting. This decision marked a significant turning point in his life. Leslie Howard went on to become a well-known actor, recognized for his talent and charisma on screen. His experiences in the war shaped his perspective and influenced his work in the entertainment industry, allowing him to bring depth and emotion to his performances. Quickly gaining recognition for his talent and professional demeanor, Leslie Howard made his London stage debut in 1917. News of his success spread rapidly, and he soon became a well-known figure on both sides of the Atlantic. His performances captivated audiences, and he was praised for his ability to bring depth and nuance to his roles. Howard's dedication to his craft and his natural charisma on stage earned him a devoted following, and he quickly established himself as one of the most promising young actors of his generation. His rise to prominence was marked by a string of critically acclaimed performances that showcased his versatility and range as an actor. Whether playing a romantic lead or a complex, troubled character, Howard consistently delivered performances that left a lasting impression on those who witnessed them. His talent and dedication to his craft made him a fixture on the London stage, and eventually in Hollywood, where he would go on to achieve even greater fame and success. By the early 1920s, Leslie Howard had become a top Broadway star, starring in a series of successful plays that cemented his reputation as a talented and versatile actor. In 1923, he appeared in the play Aren't We All?, which was a critical and commercial success, showcasing his ability to captivate audiences with his charming and nuanced performances. 2 years later, in 1925, Leslie starred in The Green Hat, a play that further solidified his status as a leading man on the Broadway stage. His portrayal of the complex and enigmatic character was widely praised, and the play's success only added to his growing fame and popularity. In 1927, Leslie took on the role of her cardboard lover, a play that allowed him to demonstrate his range as an actor. His performance was lauded for its depth and emotional resonance, cementing his reputation as a versatile and talented performer. Finally, in 1929, Leslie starred in the play Berkeley Square, which was a critical and commercial triumph. The play's exploration of time travel and the human experience resonated with audiences, and Leslie's performance was widely acclaimed as one of the highlights of the production. Throughout this period, Leslie Howard's star continued to rise, and he became one of the most sought-after actors on the Broadway stage. His ability to bring depth and nuance to his roles, coupled with his natural charisma and stage presence, made him a favorite among audiences and critics alike. With 12 years of successful stage experience under his belt, Leslie was invited to Hollywood, where he continued to thrive. He never lacked for work and captivated audiences with his calm, measured acting style. Transitioning from the theater to the silver screen, Howard's natural charisma and refined performance skills made him a sought-after leading man in the early days of the film industry. His ability to convey complex emotions with subtlety and nuance earned him critical acclaim and a devoted fan base. Whether playing a dashing romantic hero or a thoughtful intellectual, Howard brought a sense of understated elegance and depth to his roles, captivating audiences with his magnetic screen presence. Despite the demands of his burgeoning Hollywood career, he remained committed to his craft, continuously honing his skills and seeking out challenging, multifaceted characters that allowed him to showcase the full range of his talents. Through his compelling performances, Leslie Howard cemented his status as one of the most versatile and respected actors of his era, leaving an indelible mark on the world of cinema. Many of Leslie Howard's early roles in film were adaptations of his successful performances on stage, showcasing his talent and appeal as an actor. His journey in Hollywood began with his first movie, Outward Bound, released in 1930. This film was based on a play that had gained attention, allowing Howard to bring his theatrical skills to the silver screen. Following this, he starred in The Animal Kingdom in 1933. This film also had its roots in the theater, and Howard's performance further solidified his growing popularity among audiences and critics alike. His charisma and refined acting style resonated with many, allowing him to carve a niche for himself during an impactful era of cinema. Over the years, Leslie Howard was recognized for his talent and dedication, earning nominations for the prestigious Best Actor award on 2 occasions. These nominations marked significant achievements in his career, highlighting not just his abilities, but also the regard in which he was held within the film industry. Howard's transition from the stage to film proved to be successful, making him a memorable figure in Hollywood history. One of Leslie's most iconic roles was as Sir Percy Blakeney in the 1934 film The Scarlet Pimpernel. This character is a dashing Englishman who leads a double life as a masked hero, rescuing French aristocrats from the guillotine during the Reign of Terror. Leslie's portrayal of Blakeney was both charming and heroic, showcasing his ability to balance wit and bravery. The film was a significant success and helped to establish Leslie as a leading man in Hollywood. His performance resonated with audiences, making him one of the most popular actors of the 1930s. The role allowed him to display his range as an actor, moving seamlessly between the light-hearted moments of Blakeney's persona and the serious undertones of the historical context. This film not only solidified his status in the industry, but also left a lasting impact on the adventure genre, influencing many portrayals of heroic characters in cinema. Leslie Howard's legacy as Sir Percy Blakeney continues to be celebrated, marking him as a memorable figure in film history. In 1936, Leslie Howard took a significant step in his career by starring in the theatrical adaptation of The Petrified Forest. During this time, he made a bold decision that would change the course of another actor's life. Howard insisted that his friend, the struggling actor Humphrey Bogart, be cast in the role of the gangster Duke Mantee. At that moment, Bogart was not yet the star he would later become, and this opportunity was crucial for him. Howard's support and belief in Bogart's talent provided the young actor with a platform to showcase his skills. The role of Duke Mantee was a turning point for Bogart, allowing him to demonstrate his range and depth as an actor. This performance not only earned him critical acclaim, but also opened doors to more significant roles in Hollywood. Howard's influence on Bogart was profound, as it helped to launch a career that would eventually make Bogart one of the most iconic actors in film history. Their friendship and Howard's willingness to advocate for Bogart played a vital role in shaping the future of American cinema. Throughout the 1930s, Leslie Howard made significant strides in his film career, particularly through his collaborations with several renowned actors and actresses. One of his most memorable performances was alongside Bette Davis in the powerful drama of Human Bondage. Their on-screen chemistry and intense portrayals captivated audiences and highlighted their respective talents. Howard also appeared with Norma Shearer in a film adaptation of Romeo and Juliet, where their interpretation of the iconic characters showcased the depth of their artistry and emotional range. In the romantic comedy It's Love, I'm After, he co-starred with Olivia de Havilland. The film allowed both actors to shine in a lighter, more humorous context, demonstrating Howard's versatility as an actor. His ability to switch between dramatic and comedic roles endeared him to a wide audience. Additionally, his partnership with Ingrid Bergman in Intermezzo marked a significant point in both of their careers, as it introduced Bergman to American audiences and reinforced Howard's status as a leading man in Hollywood. These collaborations with notable figures in the film industry not only enriched his own performances, but also contributed to the cinematic landscape of that era. In the year that followed, Howard was given a chance to shine in one of his most memorable roles as Ashley Wilkes in Gone with the Wind. This film, released in 1939, became a monumental success and is still celebrated today. Howard's portrayal of Ashley, a kind-hearted and honorable Southern gentleman, resonated with audiences, His character is caught in a love triangle with Scarlett O'Hara and Melanie Hamilton, which adds depth to the story. Howard's performance brought a sense of vulnerability and complexity to Ashley, making him a character that viewers could empathize with. The film's sweeping narrative and Howard's nuanced acting contributed to its status as a classic. As a result, Howard's role in Gone with the Wind cemented his status as a leading actor in Hollywood. His ability to convey emotion and depth in his character left a lasting impression on audiences and critics alike. Howard's legacy continues to be remembered, particularly for this iconic role that showcased his talent and charm. As World War II approached, Leslie Howard felt a deep sense of responsibility to return to Britain and participate in the war effort. He recognized the impact that the conflict could have on his homeland and wished to contribute in meaningful ways. One of his primary avenues of contribution was through the film industry. He became involved in creating propaganda films aimed at inspiring the British public. These films were designed to motivate citizens to support the war efforts, showcasing the importance of resilience and unity during such challenging times. Howard worked tirelessly to craft messages that resonated with audiences, encouraging them to rally behind their country. His efforts were not just limited to acting, they extended into directing and producing, as he believed communication through film could galvanize support. His work aimed to instill a sense of hope and determination among those who watched, reminding them that they had a vital role in the collective fight against tyranny. His contributions embodied a combination of artistic talent and patriotic duty, reflecting his commitment to his nation during a critical period. In making these films, Howard sought to balance entertainment and the urgent call for action, ensuring the audience felt engaged while also inspired to do their part. His work was significant in the early years of the war, as he understood the power of cinema to influence public sentiment and morale. Leslie Howard's commitment to his country during World War II left an indelible mark on both the film industry and the broader community as he utilized his platform to foster a spirit of collaboration and resilience. In 1941, Leslie Howard, the renowned British actor known for his portrayal of the dashing hero in the classic film The Scarlet Pimpernel, stepped into a new role as a solo director with the film Pimpernel Smith. This film cleverly updated his popular character from the Scarlet Pimpernel to a modern setting, showcasing Howard's versatility and creative vision. The film followed the adventures of a mild-mannered professor who uses his position to secretly rescue victims of Nazi persecution, drawing parallels to the heroic exploits of the Scarlet Pimpernel. Howard's directorial debut was a critical and commercial success, further cementing his status as a multifaceted artist who could captivate audiences both in front of and behind the camera. This transition from acclaimed actor to accomplished director demonstrated Leslie Howard's remarkable talent and his ability to adapt classic stories to contemporary settings, solidifying his legacy as a true icon of the golden age of cinema. Later that same year, Howard portrayed Philip Armstrong Scott in the British Ministry of Information-backed film 49th Parallel. This film was significant as it aimed to boost morale during World War II by showcasing the bravery and resilience of the Allied forces. Howard's role highlighted the importance of unity and determination in the face of adversity. His performance was well received, and it contributed to the film's success in conveying a strong patriotic message. In 1942, Howard starred as R.J. Mitchell, the inventor of the Spitfire, in the patriotic film The First of the Few. This film celebrated the ingenuity and spirit of British aviation during a critical time in the war. Howard's portrayal of Mitchell was both inspiring and heartfelt, emphasizing the crucial role that innovation played in the fight against tyranny. Through these roles, Howard not only entertained audiences but also played a part in the war effort, using his talent to inspire hope and pride among viewers. His last major on-screen role was in The First of the Few, a film that showcased his talent and dedication to his craft. Following this, Leslie Howard took on a different kind of role in his next project, The Gentle Sex, where he served only as the narrator. This shift allowed him to explore storytelling from a different angle, lending his voice to the film while stepping back from the spotlight as an actor. Additionally, he had a new film project in mind called The Lamp Still Burns. This project aimed to shed light on the challenges faced by wartime nurses, highlighting their bravery and sacrifices during difficult times. Howard's vision for this film reflected his deep respect for those who served in the medical field during the war. His commitment to portraying meaningful stories continued to resonate with audiences, even as he navigated the complexities of his final roles and projects. Tragically, Leslie Howard's life was cut short when the plane he was traveling on, KLM Royal Dutch Airlines Flight 777, was shot down over the Bay of Biscay in 1943. Howard was on his way from Lisbon to Bristol, supposedly for a lecture tour about filmmaking, but it's believed he was also meeting with local intelligence agents. As a renowned actor, director, and producer, Howard had gained widespread fame for his roles in classic films like Gone with the Wind, Pygmalion, and The Scarlet Pimpernel. However, his involvement in the war effort, both on screen and off, made him a target for the German forces. The circumstances surrounding the downing of the plane remain shrouded in mystery, with some suggesting that the Germans may have intentionally targeted Howard, recognizing his importance as a cultural figure and potential intelligence asset. Regardless of the specifics, his untimely death was a tragic loss for the world of cinema and the fight against fascism. In the aftermath of the incident, Howard's legacy continued to be celebrated, with many honoring his contributions to the arts and his unwavering commitment to the Allied cause. His story serves as a poignant reminder of the sacrifices made by those who stood against tyranny during the darkest days of the Second World War. There was a theory that Leslie Howard was mistakenly identified as Winston Churchill, which caused some confusion at the time. However, this theory has since been debunked, and it is now recognized that the tragic circumstances of Howard's death at the age of 50 were a significant blow to Britain, especially during the turmoil of World War II. His passing not only affected his family and friends, but also left a noticeable gap in the entertainment industry at a time when morale was desperately needed. Despite his early departure from life, Leslie Howard built an impressive legacy as an actor, director, and producer. He made substantial contributions to film, particularly in the realm of wartime propaganda. His performances often had a deep emotional resonance that helped lift the spirits of the British public during challenging times. Howard's dedication to his craft and his role in promoting the war effort through cinema have ensured that his influence is felt even today. His commitment to storytelling and the arts during such a critical period in history marks him as a notable figure in both film and social activism. His work continues to inspire those in the field, reminding them of the power of cinema as a tool for change and hope during difficult times. Leslie Howard's work during the Second World War played a crucial role in supporting the Allied cause and boosting morale in Britain. As a renowned actor, his performances on stage and screen helped to lift the spirits of the British public during a time of great hardship and uncertainty. His portrayal of characters that embodied the resilience and determination of the British people resonated deeply with audiences, providing a much-needed source of inspiration and hope. Tragically, Howard's life was cut short when the aircraft he was traveling on was shot down by German fighters in 1943. His death was a devastating blow to the entertainment industry and the nation as a whole, as he was widely regarded as one of the most talented and charismatic actors of his generation. However, his legacy lives on, and his work continues to inspire and entertain audiences to this day. Through his performances in films such as Pygmalion and Gone with the Wind, Howard's talent and versatility as an actor have been widely recognized and celebrated. His ability to bring depth and nuance to his characters, combined with his natural charm and charisma, have made him a beloved figure in the annals of cinema. Moreover, Howard's commitment to the Allied cause during the war, both through his on-screen work and his off-screen efforts, has cemented his place in history as a true patriot and a symbol of the indomitable spirit of the British people. His contributions to the war effort and the impact he had on the morale of the nation are a testament to the power of art and entertainment to inspire and unite people in times of crisis.